This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run to the right. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got it behind the line. It's Evans. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They'll run it to the right side.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And the defense was all over it. They know 3rd down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
They'll run play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Taylor wants to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Looking to throw. Under fire. Buys a little time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's West. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the 1st down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying play action. He'll take a shot. Got it. They will.
and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over Louisville. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll pull it down. Oh, better look out.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to him.
Line getting set on second down. Here's the give off the left side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got it in the middle, it's McCray. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Try to get it himself.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's McCray. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Got it set up on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
So now it's second and long. He'll do it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Spartans. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Taylor wants to throw it. This one's complete. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to be in better effort in the back.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you can tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got...
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Collier. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he'll be brought down. And the Spartans want to move quickly. Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Childs. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Send the tight end in motion. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Quick catch on 3rd down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point is good. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Offense gets set for second down. Taylor wants to throw. This time on target. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to pass. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the D deny them on second and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback adapting. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Got it near midfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Taylor wants to throw it. He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Grab near the marker. It's Evans. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the...
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Collier. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Trying to beat the D deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. When you drop dimes like that, you're right. There is a school that's known to all, and it's on the banks of the Red Cedar.
And that will get Kirk Cousins breaking out the bling-bling and doing the dances. But I tell you what, when they can find a guy that can continue to make plays off of play action and be that game manager, I think Michigan State can have a great season.
Complete downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Smarty. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, blah, blah.
Oh, they want the 2 and the holder's going to try to throw it. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Glover. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. Looking for room. It's Evans. Nice move to keep running. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They get to the line quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. After run, now throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed. There he is, scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Catch in the middle, it's Reese. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster.
Turning it on. Got room to work. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the route is on. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
42, Michigan State 20.
Fielded in the end zone. It's West. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Childs. Makes the grab on the left. Fights off the defender. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
First down for the offense.
On the set.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Childs. Caught over the middle, it's McCray. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In the last last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Tight end now in motion. Making side adjustments here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Now it's second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Quarterback extends the play. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
Michigan State, 26.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling.
There he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Got a man. It's Robinson. Lowers those pads. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Spartans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Leary. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love where you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's
breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Fourth down, same as first, same as second, same as third for this offense. Going for it in a big-time moment. Get the big first down. This game, you're running out of time defensively. You're going to have to find a way to get a stop, even if it takes 4 downs.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll leave it with him. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Steps away to find some room. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll do it himself on the draw. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Keeps it on the draw. Got the first down and still on his feet. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.